Hello and welcome to my tarot channel. Welcome to another reading from me. So today's topic, as usual, it is time, and I know some of you have been waiting. Again, I'm sorry for being late, but better late than never. It is predictions for June 2025. Okay, so today's topic is going to be predictions for June 2025. And as usual, I have chosen these crystals intuitively from my pile of crystals. I basically meditated upon the question of which crystals I should choose for this particular topic, and these are the ones that came out in this order. So pile number 1, you have this crystal over here, which is the Aragonite crystal. There's some lint on it. Hey, I haven't used these in a while. Anyway, you have seen it. It was focused. Pile number 2, you have the black onyx crystal. Pile number 3, you have the green aventurine crystal. All right. So these are your options, and this is for those of you who just want to choose with crystals. I would recommend that you take some deep breaths, meditate upon the question, exhale longer than you inhale. That will help center you and calm you down. Maybe spend some moments with your eyes closed. You can also address this to a higher power like God, the Virgin Mary, Kali, Durga, it doesn't matter, whoever you believe in, or spirit, or your higher self, and then open your eyes and choose the first crystal that stands out intuitively without overthinking it. And of course, if you feel drawn to more than one, you feel free to watch several or even all of them and just take whichever messages resonate. And before I sign off, I will remind you to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. It's the easiest way to support me, and it is free. Thank you, and I will see you at your reading. Okay, so Spirit, tell me about pile number 1, the people who chose the Aragonite crystal. What is the month of June 2025 going to bring for them? Spirit, tell me about pile number 2, the people who chose the black onyx. What is 2025, the June 2025 month, going to bring for them? Spirit, tell me about pile number... This one? I don't know. Doesn't feel right. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3. Okay, so pile number 1, we have Justice. Okay, pile number 2, we have the Knight of Cups. Pile number 3, we have Page of Cups. All right, so these are your options. I'm going to zoom in. Okay, so this is for those of you who want to choose with a card as well as a crystal. Pile number 1, you have this card over here and or this Aragonite crystal. I'm going to try to get it to focus. Is it focusing? Not really. Yeah, I think that's pretty much as focused as it can get. So pile number 1, you have the Aragonite crystal and or the Justice card. Pile number 2, you have this card over here, the Knight of Cups, and or this black onyx crystal. Pile number 3, you have this card over here, the Page of Cups, and or this green aventurine crystal. So you can pause the video if you need more time to decide. As usual, my recommendation is that you take some moments to meditate upon the question, and you can also ask more personal questions that you think could be answered by this topic. You can also meditate by addressing the questions to a higher power like God, Spirit, whoever you follow, Kali, Durga, doesn't matter, your higher self, the universe, whoever you believe in. And after you've taken some moments to meditate with your eyes closed and taking some deep breaths, open your eyes and choose the first pile that stands out to you intuitively without overthinking it. And Aside from that, I will remind you to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. It's the easiest way to support me and it is free. And also consider clicking on the notifications bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new tarot reading. Aside from that, of course, feel free to comment in the comment section with any feedback you want to share, as long as it's respectful, of course. And this has been it, and I will see you at your reading. So, welcome pile number 1. This is your reading if you have chosen this card over here, which is the Justice card, and or this aragonite crystal. Spirit. Oh, I forgot to say, as usual, those of you who have watched my readings for a while, you know the drill, basically. Is that I'm gonna spend some time doing the shuffling, the selection, and if you don't want to sit through it, you can skip directly to the interpretation, because I will be leaving timestamps. Spirit, tell me about pile number 1, the aragonite people. What is the month of June 2025 gonna bring for them? We have 8 of Pentacles, we have Temperance, we have 3 of Wands, we have 9 of Cups, we have the Sun, we have Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Spirit, tell me about pile number 1, the people who chose the aragonite. What is the month of June 2025 going to bring for them? Oh my god. Oh my god. Y'all. Y'all, what is going on? Pile number 1, you are in some kind of intense karmic stuff going on here. Look at this. You have the Wheel of Fortune underneath the Wheel of Fortune, and you have the Justice coming out again. Oh my gosh. The day of reckoning is upon you, pile number 1. Kidding. I'm kidding. But wow, this is already like, this is like Spirit really wanting to communicate something to you, pile number 1. All right. Gosh, I'm still smelling the smoke from my candles. Unrelated. I'm going to turn on the air purifier sooner rather than later. Anyway, Spirit, tell me about pile number 1. What is the month of June 2025 going to bring for my pile number 1? Elephant, greatness. Love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. All right, let me get some more oracle cards. I just brought some more oracle cards. Spirit, tell me about pile number 1. What is the month of June 2025 going to bring for them? Tell me, Spirit. This one? This one. Spirit, what? Oh my. Physical pain. All right. Hey, I can't contradict Spirit. I cannot. All right. Spirit, tell me about pile number 1. What is the month of May? Sorry, the month of June 2035. I'm going to bring them. Tell me, Spirit. Patience. If you've tried forever to shift a problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now. Help me relax and trust every need will be met. Often change soon follows. All right. Spirit, tell me about pile number 1. What is the month of June 2025 going to bring for them? Ask for help. Oh my. I mean, you have such specific messages. Okay, I'm going to stop wandering here because I bet Spirit is like, bitch, just get on with it. All right, yes, I know. I'm great. Like, yes, I'm giving you insights, all right? So can you get on with the message, dear God? Anyway, so pile number 1. Like I said during the shuffling phase, for those of you who have not sat through it, Justice came out twice for you. Look at this. Justice again. And you also have the Wheel of Fortune underneath the Wheel of Fortune. I love Ace of Base, and every time I get the Wheel of Fortune, I always get that song in my head of like, what you gonna tell your dad? It's like a Wheel of Fortune. What you gonna tell your dad if something lets you down? Anyway, before I continue, I wanna get a clarification, all right? And I'm taking my personal deck for this. I mean, this is the one that I use most frequently for my questions, my personal questions. This one felt like coming out, but I didn't even ask the question, so I'm gonna ask the question now. Spirit, please clarify the Wheel of Fortune here. Like, why is it coming out twice? And please clarify this Wheel of Fortune, okay? If you don't want to clarify both of them, please clarify the Wheel of Fortune for me, Spirit. What does the Wheel of Fortune mean? Please, Spirit. 5 of Wands. Okay. So, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. 5 of Wands again. Okay, I'm gonna get to it. I promise. I am gonna once I get over the awe of the level of clarity of these messages and how strongly they're repeating, all right, I'm gonna get to it, I promise. So pile number 1, this is you at the beginning of the month, right? We have 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords underneath. So you are busy working, you're busy focusing on your work, on your craft, whatever that is. For those of you who are students, this may be about being a student, about focusing on work, studying. For those of you who are not students, this is about you being hard at work at building something, right? You also are in a position at the beginning of this month, or whenever you come across this reading, where you're pretty content with yourself, right? You feel like you're getting to a point where you're starting to reap the rewards of your efforts. And we have the Queen of Swords underneath, which shows a hyper-rational sort of energy. Whenever I look at Queen of Swords, I always think Aquarius. So this can be also the nakshatras that are covered by Aquarius, which are all pretty tough nakshatras, which are Dhanishta, Satabisha or Shashtabisha, or however you want to pronounce it, because I've heard every pronunciation possible, or Purvabhadrapada, that could also be a thing. So they're all pretty tough. So this is like, you know, the song that I'm getting in my head is, and I know it's an old one, is I'm a Survivor by Destiny's Child. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's the band that Beyonce started in. So the lyrics are like, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna get up. I don't remember. Okay, I don't feel like singing. I'm not usually a very bad singer, but I don't really feel like singing. And neither will my neighbors appreciate it, because it's probably about 2 a.m. Anyway, it's like very tough energy, right? So you're really kind of tough. You're focusing on your goals. You're like eyes on the prize. And then we have the second position, which is Temperance, with the 2 of Cups underneath. So what this tells me is that during this month, you will get a lot of support from, number 1, your friends, your friendship circle, your entourage, right? There will be a lot of people willing to support you, willing to help you out. You are lucky. I feel like this pile are people that have people in their lives who truly care about them. So that's lucky. And you also are supported by your own brilliance. The Temperance shows the ability to blend things that are normally paradoxical in nature. Especially with that Aquarius energy, this could show that you might be getting some kind of brilliant solution to a problem. And since you have the Justice coming out twice, I'm thinking you're going to need that solution. All right. So Spirit is telling you trust yourself. And it's also interesting because you have the 3 of Cups. And, you have this card that says ask for help. And there's almost kind of a symmetry in the cards here. You know, like these women dancing around with the flowing hair, and this woman also, you know, I mean, they're holding their cups, right? And she's also, you know, holding that thing. There's a symmetry between them. So this to me clearly says that Spirit is telling you, hey, you have people around you that care about you, that are willing to help you out. You don't have to get overwhelmed. You don't have to feel alone. You don't have to, you know, push yourself into burnout. Just go to the people that you know care about you and ask for some help. You are going to have support during this month, basically, but it's up to you to decide to take it. And then we have the Three of Wands. We have the Five of Wands underneath, right, in the third position. Now, these are things that are going to be getting on your case this month. These are things that are going to be annoyances. And we have the Five of Wands here again. Now, hold on. I'm going to clarify the Five of Wands as well. It's like, I need to do it. I need to. Spirit, please clarify the Five of Wands here. Spirit, please clarify this Five of Wands for me. This one over here, please. Oh my God. Holy Mother of Christ. All right. Sorry. Don't mean to blaspheme here or offend anyone. Oh my God. What the heck is going on? I have not checked the moon phases, but if this is past the full moon, I can understand why these messages are so strong, because that's when clarity is said to be highest intuitively. Anyway, all right. Anyway, again, Spirit, I feel like Spirit is like, just get to the point, dear God. Anyway, we have the Queen of Swords again. See this? So what is getting in the way is you. Okay, this is very blunt. You're getting in your own way. Your current, not just, what do I mean by this? All right, with the Queen of Swords, it means your stoicism is getting in the way. Your uncompromising nature is getting in the way. The Queen of Swords is a very kind of no-nonsense energy, right? My way or the highway. If I were to associate it to, like, women in real life, I would think of Queen of Swords as someone like Katharine Hepburn or Rosie. Sorry, not Rosie. Roseanne Barr, right? I'm talking women that, you know, that's it. This is like, if you're not on my side, fine, go piss off. You know, I'm going to be on my side. I'm going to do what I want. See, the problem is, though, that in this month, this kind of attitude is going to get you into trouble. It's such a clear message because it's clarifying the Five of Wands. So your inability to compromise, right? Your not willing to bend in any way sort of energy, your rigidity, your bluntness, right? The Queen of Swords is very kind of like telling it like it is, not sugarcoating anything. These are going to create conflicts for you. And since we also have the Three of Wands here clarified by the Five of Wands, in a more specific sense, I could see this as conflict during travels, but it can, in a broader sense, even if it's not related to travel, it could be conflicts and obstacles when it comes to your expansion, right? Or should I say, rather, your tendency to throw yourself headfirst into things might get you into conflicts without really pondering the pros and cons, without maybe taking into account other people's feelings as well. But another undertone to this, a totally different way to interpret this whole thing, like this whole column over here, is the Three of Wands is actually your inability to take action. It's analysis paralysis, right? Because the Queen of Swords, as much as it is known for bluntness, it's also known for overanalyzing, being hyper rational. It's also very fascinating to me because we have the Rahu sign here, and actually even the Saturn. If you look inside the Rahu, there's a Saturn, and the Queen of Swords is literally Rahu and Saturn. It's unbelievable how the messages are coming through. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Just so you don't say that I'm lying, right? You see that? That is the Rahu, and that is the Saturn underneath. These are the rulers of Aquarius, all right? So Spirit is clearly telling you that you are, on the one hand, see how this resonates, because again, it's a general reading. Not everything is going to resonate. That's why I'm looking at different interpretations, because some people may not resonate with one of them, but they will resonate with the other. For some people, it could be both interpretations, right? So one interpretation is your own analysis paralysis is keeping you from moving forward in this month. The other interpretation is, like I said, you're getting into conflict because of your lack of your lack of flexibility, not your lack of rigidity, because you're too rigid, right, in your views, and also because you might be too blunt and basically may not be the most socially warm person. Let me put it like that. Then we have the Nine of Cups and we have the Magician. This one is really fascinating to me because it shows that in recent history, maybe not even in recent history, but in your history in general, you have been pretty successful at getting what you want. And maybe this is part of the problem. I feel like if you have been pretty successful, what this is showing is that you're having a hard time taking no for an answer, maybe from some people. Now, again, this could be happening in multiple contexts, so take it how it resonates. But if you have been used, so the Magician is very strong manifestation, let me put it like that. So someone who sees it and goes for it and gets it. Someone who gets what they want, all right? And then we have the Sun energy as well. So you have that Sun energy as well, and you have the Sun and the Justice here. With the conflict thing, I mean, you have the conflict again, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the conflict again, and you have the Justice. What this could be saying, for some of you, obviously more specific, some of you are actually in some kind of a legal battle, all right? Some kind of a contract that has given you grief, right? That's gonna maybe even gonna continue to give you grief. But to be honest, actually, I'm not gonna say but. We have the Wheel of Fortune twice here. So the Wheel of Fortune is very ups and downs. Very ups and downs. What I can tell you for sure is that these ups and downs are clarified by the Five of Wands. So what this is telling me is that the chaos, the drama in your life is caused by conflict. And more specifically, what Spirit is telling you here is if you find yourself in conflict, try to look at things from the other person's perspective. And this will help you. Maybe help you understand them, maybe help you sort out this conflict, whatever it is. So we have the Sun with the Justice underneath. This shows you getting justice somehow, basically. This shows that fairness is going to be applied. Now, if you have been on the bad side of justice, this could be that you're going to get judged, right, during this month. You're going to get whatever was pending karma. If you have been wronged, on the other hand, then you're going to get what is owed, all right? Either way, so this is the near future, okay? So it could be by the end of this month. It could be a little bit further down the line. But the bottom line is you're getting justice, right? So you're getting a clarity. You're like finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, you know? However, with this Wheel of Fortune situation, it's telling me that there might still be instability caused by conflict by the end of this month. This is what I'm seeing. But here it is. We have physical pain here. This one is really kind of freaking me out even. It is kind of similar to the Three of Swords in the visuals, but it's showing physical pain, and then it's showing patience. If you've tried forever to shift a problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now. Help me relax and trust every need will be met. Often change soon follows. And the Wheel of Fortune is a card of change. And it actually, this is why I'm saying these messages are so powerful. I can't believe it. It's such a wonderful symmetry between the way that the Queen of Swords showed up with the Five of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Because the Wheel of Fortune, if you look at the card, at the semi-traditional card, because these are not the traditional Rider decks. Anyway, You have the 4 fixed signs on this, right? So this, let me start. We have Taurus here, we have Leo here, we have Scorpio here, we have Aquarius here. So these are the 4 fixed signs. And whenever the Wheel of Fortune shows up, it shows change is coming. Change is coming, but it's usually a warning sign that if you are too rigid, you're gonna suffer, because it's like Wheel of Fortune is ready or not, here I come, you know. Basically it's showing you that you can choose to change either the way you see things and your mentality and kind of, you know, become more flexible, or you will suffer because change is gonna come anyway, and you know, it's just gonna push you, right? It's kind of like that saying with, you know, who doesn't bend. I hate that saying, but I think it's adequate in this scenario. I think it's those who don't bend break, or something like that. Who doesn't bend will break. Anyway, the idea being that, you know, it's not good to be inflexible all the time. So ask for help in physical. It's really, again, very interesting to me that you have physical pain and ask for help one under the other. So this could be a very specific, unrelated warning about checking your health. Meaning, if you've had any kind of physical pain, something that has been annoying you, maybe for a while, maybe not going to start this month, but if you have any kind of physical pain, go and get it checked out. Do not wait for it to get worse. This is kind of like a strong message. And look at this elephant: greatness. Love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. So I also see this as reassurance from Spirit, because I feel like many of you, due to these cards, you're dealing with some kind of situation that has made you feel out of control. This is the bottom line. So I feel like Spirit is kind of reassuring you that no, you know, it may seem like it's not a progress, like you're not going through any progress, but what's yours is yours, you know, like what God has decided is going to be yours is going to happen. Don't sweat it. Don't overthink it, right? Just relax. So yeah, this is what I'm seeing from the cards. Let me get some Astro cards now. Spirit, tell me about pile number 1. What is the month of June 2025 going to bring for them? Oh, we have the Moon, feelings and subconscious. We have Venus, love and beauty. We have Mars, drive and power. We have Taurus, the sensual. And we have Mercury. Okay. So with a lot of Venus, with Taurus showing up, which is also ruled by Venus, it's also, again, more fixed energy. So we have the Queen of Swords coming out twice, which is Aquarius. We have Taurus, which is another fixed sign, right? So there is a kind of rigidity again, but with Taurus, I feel like there is a encouragement for you to take some breaks and enjoy yourself as well. With Venus, you know, Venus is all about sugar, spice, everything nice. Treat yourself, enjoy the free time you have. Venus can also show that you will have some decent opportunities for enjoyment this month, maybe spending time with friends and family. And the Moon is also about having, well, it's also about having some kind of heightened intuitive powers as well, but it's also about maybe the connection to, I was going to say like childhood traumas, but this is pretty much what it shows in tarot, right? So it could be like this is a month when childhood wounds are going to resurface to some level, but it's in the purpose of, it's for the purpose of you revisiting some childhood wounds in order to heal them. And then the Mars energy with drive and power, I mean, that explains a lot. Mars is also the co-ruler of Scorpio. So again, I would also see this as a confirmation of fixed energy. This also shows that you will have a lot of drive, a lot of determination. You will push through the obstacles that you face. It also shows that you might be more focused on the physical body, maybe becoming more physically active, physically stronger as well. Mercury with mind and speech can also show that you are going to be very communicative. So maybe there will be more opportunities again for communication, for reunions. This makes sense with the Three of Cups that showed up as well. And you might also have more intellectual pursuits this month, like maybe something will stir up your curiosity, you will be studying more. And also Mercury and Venus, both of them are connected to business. So if you are in business or you're making your own money, even if you're not making your own money actually, I would say this month is going to be good financially because Venus, Mercury, they're pretty strong when it comes to money. And yeah, this is pretty much, I think with Taurus especially, I think, again, I see this as a reassurance because I feel like Spirit is telling you that you have the endurance. You have the endurance to weather any bad storms, you know? Okay, let me get Astro Dice. Spirit, tell me about pile number 1. What is the month of June 2025 going to bring for them? Oh, wow. We have Venus again. Holy shit. Sorry. Venus is basically a lot of abundance. I also think it could be beauty. I mean, hello. We have justice here, which is Libra symbolism as well. So, and Venus rules Libra as well. I think this is also about justice. Yes. I also think that Venus showing up twice in addition to all of these cards is a further confirmation of Spirit telling you to soften up your approach a little bit and think about the saying of you can catch more flies with honey rather than vinegar, right? I think Spirit is telling you having a more diplomatic approach this month is going to work to your favor, right? It's going to work in your favor. So we have the number 4. So this can be Cancer. Again, I would see it with, going hand in hand with the moon that came out. The number 4 can show the fact that you are going to enjoy spending time at home. Maybe, again, there will be a renewed contact with your mother for those of you who maybe have had some kind of bad relationship with your mother, or just that you haven't seen your mother in a long time. This could be a get-together time this month. Another thing with the number 4 is it could be connected to the 4th house, meaning the home. So maybe you're going to be focused more on redecorating, spending time at home. You're going to be more of a homebody maybe this month than usual. And something connected to vehicles could happen, like something connected to your home, vehicles, mortgage, properties. These topics somehow could come to the forefront of your existence during this month. Since we have the Wheel of Fortune twice, one thing that I could think about, which I'm sorry, it maybe sounds a bit negative, is something could go wrong in the home and you will have to fix it. Like, I don't know, a pipe might burst, heaven forbid. Anyway, we have Aries as well. And again, Aries is confirmation of the Mars energy. So, the song that I got in my head right now is Goodbye Pisces by Tori Amos. There are some lyrics there that are like, why do young boys behave like a bull in a china shop? Breaking everything around, something like that. Anyway, but those lyrics just kept repeating in my mind, like a bull in a china shop, breaking things into smithereens, something like that. So I feel like the message is clear. Okay, it's just repeating itself right now, and the message is don't be a bull in a china shop, right? So instead, be diplomatic, be just temper yourself, right? Just keep yourself under control, basically, at least in public. Okay, so this has been pretty much everything I wanted to say. Pile number 1, I hope you have enjoyed this reading, and please let me know in the comment section how it resonated, to which extent it resonated what didn't resonate, anything you want to share, of course, as long as you keep it civil. And of course, if you have enjoyed this reading, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, click on the notifications bell if you want to be notified when I upload a new tarot reading. And if you want to support my channel further, of course, it would help if you share this video with any other people that you think are interested in tarot. And of course, if you want to become a member in exchange for a small monthly fee, you can do that by clicking on the join button under any of my videos. And if you would like to also, of course, feel free to tip if you are grateful, and any amount would help. I would be very happy. And aside from that, if you're interested in a private tarot reading, check out the video description for more details. I've left my email address. You can contact me for a list of reading options, prices, any other details you might be interested in. I've also left a link under my email address in the video description that leads to reviews I have gotten for private readings, in case you are curious to see them. Might help you decide if you want to get a reading from me, so go ahead and check them out if you want. Aside from that, last but not least, I have an astrology channel, and I will be linking it in the video description as well. I focus on Vedic astrology mainly, but also with some tropical insights, and I have more than 20 years of experience reading horoscopes by now, more than 10 doing Vedic astrology, which is my preferred method. But I also use all kinds of insights from different astrological systems, such as Chinese astrology, Batsa, Ziwei Doshu, numerology, Mayan astrology, etc., etc., right? All kinds of things, plus a bunch of metaphysical things that I cannot discuss with anyone. But you didn't hear that. So aside from this, yeah, I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you at my next tarot reading. Bye! Welcome, pile number 2. This is your reading if you have chosen the Knight of Cups card and or the Black Onyx Crystal. This is going to be the card selection phase. I'm going to add timestamps. If you don't want to sit through this, you can skip directly to the interpretation. Spirits, tell me about pile number 2, the people who chose the Black Onyx Crystal. What is the month of June 2025 going to bring for them? Tell me, Spirit. Tell me, what is the month of June 2025 going to bring for them? We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands. We have Three of Pentacles. We have Knight of Cups. And we have Six of Pentacles. Let's see. Spirit, tell me about pile number 2, the people who chose the Black Onyx Crystal. What will the month of June 2020... Oh my God. 5 bring for pile number 2? Tell me, Spirit, what will the month of June 2025 bring? Ooh. I'm gonna shut up. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Pile number 2. You have the Knight of Cups 3 times. 3 times. I cannot remember the last time I got a card coming out 3 times. Something's going on. I don't know what is going on today, but Spirit is on a roll. All right, because like the previous pile was just insane, and now I'm getting the Knight of Cups 3 times. Anyway, I digress. Spirit, tell me about pile number 2, the people who chose the Black Onyx card. What is the month of June 2025 going to bring for them? We have Wolf, Pathfinder. Release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. Let's see what else. Where's the... Okay. Tell me, Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2? What will the month of June 2025 bring for them? We have 11, duality. Duality. Oh, not this one. Tell me about pile number 2, Spirit. What will the month of June 2025 bring for them? Tell me, Spirit. What will the month of June 2025? Patience. I'm gonna shut up. I was thinking something. If you've tried forever to shift a problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now? Help me relax and trust every need will be met. Often change soon follows. Okay, I'm gonna say it, okay, because maybe you have to hear it. This card, this exact card, came out for pile number 1 as well. So if you felt drawn to pile number 1 at all, you might want to check it out. If you didn't, you don't have to, because you're probably going to get all the messages you need to hear from this reading. Spirit, tell me about pile number 2. What is the month of June 2025 going to bring for them? Oh my God. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Hello? Are you seeing this? I mean, look at this. Love and the Lovers. I was actually going to say you're going to, you know, I'm going to find someone by the end of this month, but I'm going to pace myself, all right? I'm going to pace myself. But look at this. We have love, all right? I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to put it like this. Love, all right? Here we have the card. So, anyway, pile number 2. So let me start with the beginning. For those of you who did not watch the shuffling phase, I was completely blown away by the fact that you have the Knight of Cups coming out 3 times. So Knight of Cups was your original card, and then it also came out in these other 2 decks, in different positions though. So I'm going to get to this. You also have the Knight of Wands coming out, and yeah, a bunch of things. All right, the Lovers and love. I mean, hello, the symmetry is insane here. Let me put it here so you can see it somehow. Duality, and we have love. Okay. So, pile number 2. This is you at the beginning of the month. We have Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. So, first of all, I feel most of you with the Queen of Pentacles are in a pretty good place financially and career-wise. So you're pretty content. You're pretty stable. And then you have the Knight of Cups underneath. But there's something your heart desires, right? There is a creative side that wants to express itself. There's a romantic side that wants to express itself. The Knight of Cups speaks of you following your heart. Now I'm getting that song by Roxette in my head. You know, listen to your heart. Na, 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 na. I don't remember the lyrics. It's old. Anyway. So this is the vibe that I'm getting here right off the bat, which means, you know, and I know it's kind of a cliche, but the vibe that I'm getting here is like of someone who is doing pretty well for themselves, but it could be 1 or 2 things, right? Either they are not emotionally fulfilled, so they want a relationship really badly, or it can be or it can be both scenarios, or it could be about you not being creative enough, right? It's like, God, this is so cliche. And I know that most people who are watching my channel are women, but the vibe that I'm getting here is Richard Gere's character in Pretty Woman. I saw that movie like centuries ago, and I'm not the biggest fan of that movie. I'm not a big fan of romantic movies in general. But that movie, I do remember some scenes out of it, probably because I saw it when I was young and impressionable. And there was that scene where he was having this whole existential crisis, and he was talking to his partner, and he was saying, you know, we don't make anything. We don't build anything. And the partner is like, yeah, we make money. What do you want? We make money. And I'm not trying to say that you're stuck in a career where you're just, I mean, it could be. You could be stuck in a career. So this could be one of two things, right? Or it can be, sorry, it's not one of two things. It can be one or the other. It could be both at the same time. So either you're stuck in a career where, okay, maybe you have reached a certain level of stability. Maybe you have a good paying job, but you're not emotionally fulfilled. You are not feeling like you're getting your heart's desire. And there's like a pool, right? There's an undercurrent somewhere at the back of your mind. Like your subconscious is pulling you towards what you're truly interested in, right? And you're feeling that at the beginning of the month. You're feeling that undercurrent. Another way to look at this, again, could also be lack of love, because Richard Gere's character in that movie, I mean, the reason he falls for Julia Roberts is also because he's emotionally unfulfilled, right? I mean, hello, he has relationships with working girls, right? And he basically low-key hates himself because he doesn't feel like he's doing anything important, even though he makes a lot of money. So it could be that level. So this is the vibe that I'm getting, okay? I could be totally off, but this is what I'm getting. 7 of Pentacles with the 9 of Pentacles again in the second position. See, this is showing me that, again, you're going to be doing pretty well financially this month, right? 9 of Pentacles is pretty much as good as it gets when it comes to finances. And there's a lot of earth energy here, right? A lot of earth, a lot of materialism, a lot of money, you know? And, you know, there's good, of course, there's positive things to that. You're probably going to be feeling pretty content about your finances this month, right? I don't know if all of you who are watching this are going to be like rolling in money. Probably not. But compared to your history up until this point, you're going to be having a pretty good month, all right, financially. And there's also this feeling of the more you work, the more you get. So you actually feel like you're being rewarded for your efforts, maybe for the first time in a long time for some of you, right? Maybe some of you are used to it, right? You're just used to, yeah, of course, the harder I work, the more money I make. Either way, this month, it's going to be good, right? It's going to be good. You're going to be supported by a lot of wealth coming in, and you're going to be supported by, I think, to some extent also your social status, right? So that's what's going to be supporting you. And at the same time, you're also very driven still. You're very driven to increase your finances. Even if you are doing a little bit better, you want more, probably. I'm not saying you're greedy. But you probably want more than you have right now. That's normal. Every person wants more than what they have. So anyway, then we have in the third position, we have Ace of Wands clarified by the Knight of Wands. So this tells me that what is getting in your way, you know, the first thing that is actually coming to my mind, well, again, there's 2 interpretations to this. Both could be equally valid. A very literal interpretation could be that there's a specific person getting in your way in this month. And this person, I feel for most of you, is either someone around your age or someone slightly younger. And or can be someone with a lot of masculine energy. So if this is a man, maybe they're just a typical manly man. If this is a woman, this could be a woman with a lot of drive, a lot of passion, a lot of fire energy. So this could be placements in Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If it's not a person, because see, here's the kick of it, actually. A lot of the times people who are subconscious about their own nature and their own dark side, they actually tend to project on others, right? So let me explain the first side, because the first side could be causing the second side, if you know what I mean. Meaning, what I actually see here is what could be getting in your way is actually repressed passion. See, the Ace of Wands is very connected to sexuality and the heart chakra. Sorry, not the heart chakra, the root chakra, right? So there could be like undisciplined urges getting in your way to progress. If it's not a person, but if there is a person, I feel like this is someone you project on, or someone who annoys you, maybe because they kind of stir your passions and you have this attitude of ain't nobody got time for this, you know, because you're out there trying to make your money. Again, I don't know why I started, but I started with Pretty Woman, so I'm going to stick to the Pretty Woman thing. You know how in that movie, again, he was actually not looking for love at all, right? He was not looking for love, and he was even conflicted about the whole thing, went back and forth, and, you know, probably wished that he had never met her because she kind of turned his life upside down. Again, not trying to say you're Richard Gere, right? I don't know what the guy's name was in the movie. I don't remember. Like I said, I probably last saw that movie in like, I don't know, 2003. It's been like, yeah, I'm old, okay? Anyway, but this could be the vibe, okay? So you could be you might be dealing with someone who's kind of a temptation, all right? If it's not a particular person, it could be just sides of yourself, the passionate, uncontrolled sides of yourself, right? Your drives, whether it's like actual physical drives or whether it's your spirit, you know, the part of you that wants to be wild and free and unrestrained, that wants to break out. And that's causing problems for the conservative side of you, you know, the conservative side that wants to keep your eyes on the prize and keep making money. And then we have Three of Pentacles, we have the Judgment. All right, this one is really interesting. I'm going to clarify the Judgment. Spirit, please clarify the Judgment for me. Okay, we have all of these. King of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. I mean, I'm gonna do it again because I'm not convinced. It's too many cards, okay? Spirit, please just tell me just one card. Please clarify the Judgment. Please clarify the Judgment. Spirit. The Knight of Wands. Again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, I can hear my neighbors waking up. Like, oh, they're probably like, what is this bitch doing every day at 3 o'clock in the morning? Anyway, what? I mean, the Knight of Wands, all right? I just feel like the messages are just so obvious that I almost don't have to say anything, right? If you're actually looking at the cards, but okay, I'm going to say it because this is my job, all right? This is my job as a tarot reader. I have to interpret. So let me explain. You have the Knight of Wands here already, right? I just explained what the Knight of Wands was about. Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, that's your wild side, right? That's your wild stallion within. And now we have Three of Pentacles, and look at this. This is beautifully explained. Judgment, clarifying the Knight of Wands. So you were shamed at some point for the fiery side of you. Maybe even literally you were shamed for your sexuality, or maybe you were shamed for pursuing your heart's desire, the kind of partners you felt attracted to, for instance. This could be interpreted in a million different scenarios, right? You could be gay and in the closet, for instance. Or, I don't know, you were raised in a super religious environment, but you felt attracted to someone who is not religious. Your family didn't allow you to go for that person, etc. There could be some drama in your past about you pursuing your heart's desire, your passions. See, I was using the example of sexuality because, like I said, this is the kind of energy. This is like root chakra energy that it can show. But Knight of Wands can also be whenever you showed passion in general. Like maybe you passionately wanted to pursue a career that your parents, your community did not approve of, and you were shamed for that. You felt judged for it, right? And yeah, this is your past, basically. It's hanging heavily somewhere on your mind. Hold on, I want to clarify the Three of Pentacles too. Please clarify the Three of Pentacles, Spirit. Please clarify the Three of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. The Ten of Cups. Yeah, it's definitely family. So it's definitely family because this is the past. So, I mean, see how this resonates. For some of you, this could be connected to a marriage. see how it resonates. Like I said, it could be interpreted in a million ways, but it's your family, basically. Right. So the past is about you pursuing things pragmatically, pragmatism, or like choosing the beaten path, basically. I just thought about all the wrong ways that could be interpreted in this context. Anyway, choosing the beaten path, right? The conventional path, right? For the sake of pleasing your family. This is what I'm seeing here. Because you felt judged. And yeah, you felt judged for pursuing your passions. And now, in the near future here, we have again the Knight of Cups, and we have the Nine of Swords. Again, I'm going to do a clarification here. Please clarify the Nine of Swords. I have Three of Wands. Yeah, that makes sense. So, this shows you eating yourself up about something. So this is the near future. This could be by the end of this month. This could continue past the end of this month. It's the near future. It's showing you eating yourself up about the things you truly want. So there's a lot of inner conflict here in this pile. There's a lot of you wanting something very, very badly. And again, we have that Knight of Cups, which was your original card, actually. And there's a lot of horses here, by the way, probably because there's a lot of knights. So I'm not gonna try to read too much into that, because that's just the deck design. And yeah, the knights usually have horses, all right. But there is the Knight of Cups here. That's your heart desire. That's you pursuing what deep down you feel is right, all right. And you have this strong desire, this strong undercurrent that is telling you, go for this, go for this. But then you are consumed with anxious thoughts. And the anxious thoughts are keeping you in analysis paralysis. This is you. See, the Three of Wands, these messages are insanely, how should I put it, flowing. Like they're just, it's almost like Spirit is writing a book here. It's like insane how, I don't know what the word is. Cursive? Is that the word? When like a narration just flows naturally, the story unfolds. This is what it feels like. I don't know how to explain it. And anyway, so the Three of Wands is a card about someone being afraid to get out of their comfort zone, afraid to pursue what they really want. This is what the Three of Wands is all about. It's this guy basically standing there longingly looking at the ships and wishing that he was somewhere else. And this is you. Like, you're sitting there pondering about whether I should go for what I want or not. And again, this could be about a romantic issue, because look at this. We do have the Six of Pentacles and the Lovers. I mean, and then we have love here. Hello. So I think some of you could, if you are single, like you could actually meet someone significant this month. If you are already in a relationship, this just shows you're going to be focusing more on your relationship. Either way, there's a lot of Venus energy, right? So the number 6 is ruled by Venus in numerology anyway. So we have Six of Pentacles and love. And this is you becoming open-hearted, actually, by the end of this month, right? Because the Six of Pentacles is about being generous. So, oh my gosh. And again, I'm sorry I keep going back to that movie, but it's just unbelievable how well it matches. Like, didn't that guy by the end, like, become not an asshole and went from being, I don't remember how it ended exactly. I think they got married, right? Because that's how all romantic movies end. Or didn't they get married? I don't remember, honestly. Anyway, like I said, 2003 was probably the last time I saw it. So, anyway, but this is what I'm seeing here. The shift from materialism to heart chakra. So, it's you opening your heart. It's you kind of like unfrosting a little bit. If you want a different analogy than Pretty Woman, you can also think of Ebenezer Scrooge from A Christmas Carol. You know, how he melts by the end, and you know, he starts out being this greedy man who his entire life is all about money. Yeah, I know, I'm paying you a lot of compliments right now. Comparing you to Ebenezer Scrooge. Hey, I'm just using analogies, okay? No offense is meant in these messages. Anyway, but so you're opening up somehow, you know, you are stepping into a place of love, but I think for many of you, you're literally going to be in a relationship this month, or you're going to meet someone significant. And look at what it says here with Wolf. Release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help. Oh my holy mother of Christ. I was actually going to say Six of Pentacles. Whenever I see this card, this always makes me think of teaching. Because it's actually about sharing, but teaching, when you think about it, is sharing knowledge. So it actually matches it. And also in the original Rider-Waite deck, there's that image with someone sharing things, like giving things away, you know, and it's very much connected to teaching. So anyway, this card says, release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. Again, it's about love. You have a love that endures. So I feel like you're going to be focusing on basically being like a good Samaritan this month as well, irrespective of what your relationship status is. But like I said, with all of these cards, I mean, I would not be surprised if you are going to meet someone significant this month, or even get into some kind of serious relationship. Okay. And again, the duality here with number 11, it also makes me think of that inner conflict between two different sides of yourself. So that's pretty much it. Let me get some astro cards. Spirit, tell me about pile number 2. What is the month of June going to bring for them? We have Neptune, dreams, and oh my gosh, Neptune is the Knight of Cups. This is Pisces energy. We have the Sun, essence and personality. We have second house, resources and values. That's all the pentacles going on. We have first house, self and identity. Yes, could be that some of you are having some kind of an identity crisis. We have Leo, which the Leo and the Sun is Knight of Wands, and Neptune is Knight of Cups. And yeah, with the first, I do feel like there's something going on with maybe a slight identity crisis. I mean, the Sun in Leo is also heart chakra, and it's about authenticity. It's about being happy in what makes you unique, right? So there's a lot of maybe a feeling of maybe you were oppressed or repressed, like I said, because you felt shamed for that Knight of Wands. So this could be that you grew up in a family where you were never really encouraged to be yourself. You know, you were made to feel not accepted for who you really are unless you produced something that the family wanted, you know, gave the family some results that they wanted. I wouldn't be surprised if many of you had Saturn in the 5th house, or Saturn aspecting the 5th house, maybe Saturn in the 1st house as well. Or Saturn could be aspecting the major planets in your horoscope, especially the Sun and or the Moon. That would explain a lot. Usually these kinds of aspects would show some kind of oppression, repression early in childhood when it comes to the child's expressing their true nature, really. Right? It's heart chakra, but it's Sun in the 5th house, and Leo is also very connected to teaching. So maybe many of you who are in this pile, you're actually teachers, or you're considering teaching or taking a teaching position during this month. That would be on point. Or you might be given some kind of strong opportunities to become a teacher this month, right? So see how that resonates. I would be really curious. All right, let me get the astro dice as well. Spirit, tell me about pile number 2, the black onyx people. What is the month of June 2025 going to bring for them? We have Saturn. We have Virgo. And we have 9, okay? 9 can also stand for the 9th house, which is the house of Sagittarius, which is connected to happiness, opportunities. It's connected to wealth. It's also connected to joy, wisdom, and teaching and learning as well, especially higher education. Virgo is known to be very analytical. It's known to be very rational, very picky with health issues, so health in general. And then Saturn can also speak of obstacles and frustrations, right? So that makes sense when you have, oh my God, I just realized this. Saturn also came out for pile number 1, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. And they also had the card here that says patience. So Saturn is literally the planet of patience, because the way that Saturn teaches people patience is by throwing obstacles in their faces and basically making sure that they really prove themselves and prove their determination and their fortitude, right, in order to get what they want. And the way that they are to prove themselves is by withstanding all kinds of frustrations, right, weathering the storms, so to speak. Now, with Virgo showing up, there could be a focus on health this month. So there could be, I don't know, maybe some health issues popping up. I don't see any major issues because I don't think, there aren't repeated messages about it. But if you have any health problems, it's worth checking them. With Saturn, patience is key, obviously. But then Saturn is also about, in a weird way actually, even though Saturn is the enemy of the sun, it's also about authenticity. It's just that Saturn's way of teaching you authenticity is a little bit more brutal. Like I said, it's about testing your commitment to something. So it makes sense a little bit because of that, the 9 of Swords energy and all this. So for instance, let's say during this month, or maybe even in the recent history, you have decided to quit a stable job in order to pursue your dream, right? So Saturn showing up will show that you're going to have obstacles. It's not going to be smooth sailing, right? So Saturn wants you to prove your commitment. It wants you to be sure of what your path is, of what you have chosen. And Saturn is also, when it shows up, it's a message of don't leave anything to chance, basically. It's the Lord of Karma, and it's also one of the ways that it's being called in Vedic astrology. So it's like what goes around comes around, that kind of thing. And also it tells you that your results are going to be directly proportional to how much effort you're willing to put in. This actually is a wonderful confirmation of what I also said previously with the 7 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles underneath. And then I also forgot to mention with the 2nd house here showing up with resources and values. So Spirit is also saying that this month you might be, again, going through a total reset of your values. Yeah, it's a very strong confirmation. But at the same time, 2nd house is about savings. It's one of the money houses. So it shows on the one hand your focus is on savings. And it also shows you're going to have good chances of increasing your savings during this month. And the 1st house, again, it goes hand in hand with the Sun and Leo. So it goes hand in hand with respect to the theme of authenticity. And also the 1st house is the physical body. So it shows that maybe this month you're going to be focusing more on taking care of yourself, exercising more. I don't know, maybe changing your look or something, paying more attention to your appearance. But it also, on a deeper level, talks about how you identify, right? Maybe going through some kind of reshaping of your sense of identity. But either way, overall, despite some hurdles, despite some ups and downs, There will be cause for celebration as well. And by the way, the second house is also house of the family of origin. So, I don't know, there might be some drama going on with the family of origin. If there is no drama to be had, then you're just gonna spend more time with the family of origin, maybe. And the second house is also the house of appetite for food. And somehow maybe your diet could be revised during this month. That makes sense, especially since Virgo came out as well. Virgo is very picky with anything, especially health-wise. They can even borderline become hypochondriac, worst case scenario. So I think you might be rethinking the way you treat your body, the way you treat your health. And especially if you have been considering, you know, going to the gym, starting a new workout routine, maybe seeing a nutritionist, you know, this is definitely a confirmation from spirit that, you know, it's a good time to do all these things. Okay, so this is pretty much, oh, one more thing. If with the first and second house, physically this rules the face, well, the first house rules the whole body to some extent, but it especially rules the head, the face. Second house also rules the face especially, and the throat. So if there are any potential health issues, these are the issues these are the places you have to watch out for the most, right? So if you have a sore throat, don't neglect it. If you have a sore tooth, don't neglect it, right? If your nose is running, don't neglect it. See a doctor and all that. Saturn is, among other things, also a planet that speaks of chronic issues. So if you think of it from medical astrology perspective, so this is also kind of like a slight nudge, let me put it like that, from spirit for you to be responsible with your body, right? And to not neglect it. It's also kind of a warning that if you have neglected issues for a long time, this month is going to be the month when, you know, they might really start to blow up in your face. You know, like again, maybe that toothache that was on and off for 4 months is now going to become continuous, right? Like it's going to force you to deal with it in one way. That's usually what happens. Don't shoot the messenger. I speak from many years of experience and gone through many Saturn transits. That's what happens, all right? That's what Saturn does, all right? I wouldn't be surprised if maybe many of you are also going through significant Saturn transits. That would make sense. Anyway, this is what I'm seeing. So I'm very curious. One last thing that just popped up, I have to say this. The hands here and Mercury, I mean Virgo, which is ruled by Mercury. Mercury rules the hands. So again, watch out for your hands as well. Okay, closing the reading. So yeah, this has been it. I hope you have enjoyed it. Once again, I would love to hear from you. It's again, so share anything you liked, what you didn't like, what resonated, what didn't. Of course, feel free to come back to this reading throughout the month of June. And yeah, keep me posted on what happens. And yeah, if you have liked it, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Also click on the notifications bell if you want to see when I upload a new tarot reading. If you would be interested to support my channel further, of course, you can do that by sharing this video with anyone that you think might be interested in the topic. Also leaving a tip with anything would be greatly appreciated, or becoming a member in exchange for a small monthly fee. If you would like to find out more about getting a private tarot reading from me, yeah, you can check out the video description. I have left my email address there, and I've also left a link to reviews I have gotten for private readings before. So if you're curious, go ahead and check them out. It might help you decide if you want to get a reading. And yeah, if you want to find out more details about a reading, you can email me and I will give you all the details. And aside from that, I also have an astrology channel, which I will be linking in the video description as well. I focus mainly on Vedic astrology, but also with some tropical insights. I have more than 20 years of experience reading horoscopes, probably longer than the last time that I saw Pretty Woman. I'm gonna shut up with Pretty Woman. I don't know what. I'm gonna be really interested to see the comments under this video. Anyway, so yeah, I have been into astrology for longer than 2003 actually, so it's been a long time. But I only really got into it probably in 2005. So, and I really got into Vedic astrology, I think around 2013, 2014. So it's been more than 10 years that I've been into Vedic. Anyway, I am very much into astrology, and I like to use all of the knowledge I have acquired over the years through reading theories and also through applying a lot of chart reading experiences and all that. And I focus all of that into my astrology channel. So if you're curious about astrology, go ahead and check out my channel from the video description. Maybe subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And that's pretty much it. I hope you have enjoyed this reading once again, and I hope to see you at my next tarot reading. Bye! So welcome pile number 3. This is your reading if you have chosen the Page of Cups and or this green aventurine crystal. Isn't this beautiful how the crystal matches the color of the card? Anyway, just a small observation. So this is going to be the card selection phase. I am going to add timestamps so you can skip directly to the interpretation if you don't want to sit through this. Spirit, tell me about... Yeah. Spirit, tell me about pile... Okay, for some reason this deck wants to come out first. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3, the people who chose the green aventurine crystal. What is the month of June 2025 going to bring for them? Tell me, Spirit. Let's see. We have the World. We have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Cups. We have the Hermit. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3, the people who chose the green aventurine crystal. What is the month of June 2025 going to bring for them? No, this doesn't feel right. Tell me. Okay. We have 10 of Pentacles. We have the Hermit again. Bruh. We have 10 of Cups. We have 7 of Wands. We have 6 of Swords. And we have 5 of Pentacles. Amazing. Bruh, like today's reading has just blown my mind. So many strong messages and repeating cards. I haven't had this kind of a reading in a very long time. Anyway. I'm going to check the configurations for whatever is going on astrologically today because, yeah, something's going on. Or it's a full moon or it's past the full moon phase because that's when intuition is stronger, supposedly, according to some metaphysical knowledge that I came across. So, let's see, which card should I start with? Yes. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3, the people who chose the green aventurine. What is the month of June 2025 going to bring for them? Spirit, tell me, please. What will the month of June 2025 bring for them? Message of Freedom, number 38, which boils down to a number 11. Okay. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3, the green aventurine. What will the month of June 2025 bring for them? Tell me, Spirit. What will the month of June 2025 bring for pile number 3? Tell me, please. Okay. Oh, wow. This card came out for pile number 1 as well. So if you feel drawn to it, you might want to check it out. Elephant Greatness. Love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. All right. Let me see some more. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3, the people who chose the green aventurine crystal. What will the month of June 2025 bring for pile number 3? Body. Show me, divine, how to love and fully care for this body. Please give me the radiant miracle of accepting my body as it is. All right. Spirit, please not clarify. Spirit, please tell me, what will the month of June 2025 bring for my pile number 3? Feelings. Okay. Feelings. Okay, so pile number 3. We have 2 cards that came out twice, which is the Hermit, right? We have the Hermit here and the Hermit here. We have the Page of Cups as your first card, and this is the starting point here. We have the World and we have the Ten of Pentacles. So I have to say, at the beginning of this month, there is an ending. So you're starting this month ending something. And it's mostly, what I'm getting here actually is a good ending. It's like a contentedness. I feel like for most of you, you are ending a chapter in your work life. In your work life, most likely. This can also have to deal with family, though, because you also have the Ten of Cups later down the line. But I would say for most of you, this is about career. There's an ending, maybe. But then immediately after, there are new beginnings and new opportunities. More specifically, opportunities coming from foreign cultures, foreign lands. So on a positive note, this could show that you might be getting some kind of a job offer coming from a foreign culture, right? Job offer, or it could be, if you're self-employed, this could just be more opportunities for business. Aside from this, we have, see, I need to clarify the Hermit because it came out twice, and the Hermit is a really tricky card. Spirit, please, holy shit, this cannot be a coincidence. All right, so I turned the deck over, and the Hermit is the Hermit is at the back of the deck. Okay, I refuse to believe that it was a coincidence. Spirit, please clarify the Hermit for me. Spirit, please clarify this one. I'm not sure about this one. I mean, I'm not sure. It's the Fool, but I'm not sure. Spirit, can you please clarify? No. Spirit, please clarify the Hermit for me. Come on, please. Please clarify the Hermit. The Hermit card in the second position. Please clarify. Okay, this one. All right, we have 7 of Cups. We have 7 of Cups, and okay, please clarify the Hermit here. No, wait, I'm gonna clarify with a different deck. Please clarify the please clarify the Hermit here, Spirit. Please clarify the Hermit. 3 of Wands. All right, so in the second position, we have the 3 of Pentacles, and we have the Hermit underneath, and then we have the 7 of Cups here, which shows multiple opportunities. So what is going to support you, actually? Well, not just multiple opportunities. It's potentially multiple interests. So what is going to support you in the month of June is your ability to discern. It's your ability to stand on your own 2 feet without seeking social validation. It's your ability to spot through the bullshit, right? Because you're not the kind of person normally that goes for all that glitters, right? You're not someone who believes that all that glitters is gold. You're generally very skeptical. So I feel like Spirit is telling you, it's good. Use that skepticism. Use that ability to be discerning. Because, again, I really feel there's multiple messages about work here. We have that 3 of Pentacles about cooperation at work, right? So your ability to cooperate with people from different backgrounds as well, you know, people from who function on from different perspectives than you, right? Your ability to understand others is going to really help you during the month of June. And yeah, this is what Spirit is telling you, all right? I'm just the messenger. So then we have the third position, which is the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Cups underneath. So the way that I would read this is that you are defensive about something. So not actually, wait, I take that back. Not exactly. First of all, what I notice here is the number 9 repeating 3 times, right? We have the Hermit twice. We have the 9 on the 9 of Wands. The number 9 is again a number that shows an ending of a cycle. But then it's also ruled by Mars. So Mars is a very warrior-like planet. It's very much about survival, about, pushing through. And what I see here is that there is a certain defensiveness that might be getting in your way. And the 10 of Cups there underneath, there's pretty much only one way that I can interpret this, is that the defensiveness somehow is coming from your family. Hold on, I need to clarify something. Please clarify the 9 of Wands, Spirit. Please clarify the 9 of Wands. Oh my gosh, it's even more clear. Please clarify the 10 of Cups. Yeah, because 6 of Cups is about childhood. And we have 2 of Swords. All right. Indecisiveness. So what I'm seeing here is what's getting in your way is some kind of a childhood hang-up. Yes, some defensiveness that you learned from childhood. Or it's more like you now defending your inner child, right? But it's like being overly defensive and ready to attack. And then the 10 of Cups with the 2 of Swords underneath. See, it's really interesting to me because she's blindfolded in the photo. So I really feel like many of you are being negatively influenced by mentalities that you have acquired in childhood from your family, maybe not even in childhood. It could be a lifelong thing. So it could be that you're not seeing things clearly because of the way that you were raised. All right, this is what I'm getting here. So these are things that could be getting in your way in the month of June. All right, basically, in other words, there could be a lack of clarity on your part, a lack of maybe not being able to recognize opportunities in front of you because of some preconceived ideas that you have from your background, from your childhood, right? So it's worth questioning if you find yourself in this situation. Now, if you look at the 4th position, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands underneath. And this shows that in the past, all right, so Queen of Pentacles, again, is a pretty strong position. So I see you being stable. I see you being financially pretty content and career-wise pretty content, pretty self-sufficient. This is the vibe. And then the 7 of Wands is, again, a little bit... I'm trying to think of a different word than defensive because I don't want to sound repetitive, but it is a little bit defensive in some ways. And it's also, again, the number 7 showing up. Yeah. So there's kind of a loner energy here, right? We have the Queen of Pentacles with the 7 of Wands underneath. So I feel like in the past, up until the recent past, you have been a person who has worked hard for everything you have. You've had to hustle and wrestle, and you've done pretty much everything on your own. And you have reached a certain level of success based on your efforts, right? And in the future, we have the 5 of Cups and we have the 6 of Swords underneath. All right, I'm going to get another clarification. Please clarify, because we have loss of pleasure and we have Six of Swords here. I mean, this is overall not bad, but there is kind of an emotional heaviness over here. Please clarify the Five of Cups for me, Spirit. Oh, wow. We have Six of Wands. Yeah, it's definitely more positive. And let me see. The Six of Swords. Please clarify the Six of Swords, Spirit. Please clarify the Six of Swords for me. Okay. Oh, wow. We have the Two of Cups. Oh my gosh. I'm laughing because I have weird taste and I like old music, and the song that is coming to my mind right now is Solitary Man by Neil Diamond. You might want to search for that song. The lyrics are something like, until I can find a woman who will stay and won't play games behind me, I'll be what I am, a solitary man. So it's, again, I don't want to get to the point. I don't see actually past relationship drama here in this pile. I see childhood traumas. And I mean, that might sound overly generalizing because you might think, well, everyone has childhood traumas. Yeah, to some extent, I think that's true. But it doesn't become incapacitating for everyone, right? So I think in your case, it really affects you. It still affects you. And in the near future, well, this is super positive here. We have Five of Cups clarified by Six of Wands. And then we have the Six of Swords clarified by the Two of Cups. This could be about meeting a potential romantic partner. And we have the number 2 here, which is ruled by the moon, which came out here again with 11. It looks like you're moving away from a lot of darkness. You're moving away from the loneliness, from the sadness. I mean, Five of Cups especially speaks of sadness, but it also can speak of you finally seeing opportunities that are right in front of you. And considering the Two of Cups here, this could refer to a certain person that maybe has been around, has been available, but you didn't even notice them. And this could, yeah, this could refer to you finding love finally. But even if it's not about love, this is about, you know, finding, meaning even if it's not about a relationship, this is about opening up more. You know, it is about you stepping into that space of being loving and gentler and softer, basically. And overall, emotionally, you're stepping into a better chapter overall. We have the Three of Wands here. So like with the final column, right, we have the Hermit clarified by the Three of Wands. And I want to clarify the Five of Pentacles as well. Spirit, please clarify the Five of Pentacles for me. Oh my gosh. We have the Fool and we have the Four of Pentacles. Oh, wow. This is a new beginning. Look at this. It starts out with the World and it ends with the Fool. So by the end of this month, you're going to be closing a major chapter and starting a new chapter. Hold on. I want to clarify. I keep clarifying because I want to get more details. All right. Please clarify the Fool, Spirit. Because what is this referring to? Seven of Swords. Okay. Please clarify the Seven of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. So this is a new chapter where basically you are becoming, on the one hand, more pragmatic and more stable. But then on the other hand, you're trusting your judgment more. This is what I'm seeing. So in other words, confidence. All right, your confidence is increasing by the end of this month. And then the Four of Pentacles, this is about self-preservation normally. But in this context, all right, so it's a clarification for the Five of Pentacles. Oh, I think you're just going to become more frugal. I think you're going to become more focused on, you know, deciding how to use your money, being better at administering your money, you know, managing your money and administrating your money. No, administrate, no, that can't be right. It's organizing your money, right? Managing your money. So, yeah, I'm seeing more like self-preservation and specifically in a more pragmatic sense. But the spirit doesn't really want to give me any details about this Two of Cups, and I'm really frustrated right now. All right, I want to get another clarification. I want to get another clarification, and I'm going to get a whole new deck for this. All right, Spirit, please clarify the Two of Cups. Please clarify the Two of Cups for me. What is that Two of Cups about? Okay, both of these. Holy Mother of Christ. What the heck is going on? Pile number 3, you're getting married or something. We have the Emperor and we have the Lovers. So I definitely think this is about something romantic. Now, to be fair, this is about what's going to happen in the near future. So, near future could be by the end of this month. It might drag on a little bit. It's all about how you define near future, basically. But yeah, it definitely looks like love is coming your way, a new relationship. And I think, you know, I think in context, it's, look at this. I mean, your original card was the Page of Cups, which is kind of like, in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, you know, it's that young man holding a cup with a fish, like a magical fish that is coming out of the cup and speaking to him. It's an energy of youthfulness, of youthful hope, you know, like of a young romantic poet, like a Romeo Juliet kind of vibe, right? And I think what it means in this context is a reawakening of your emotions, basically, is coming towards you. This is how I'm seeing it. Yeah. I mean, look at this. Feelings, right? Again, feelings. This is another very strong confirmation and message of freedom here. Also, body. Show me, divine, how to love and fully care for this body. Please give me the radiant miracle of accepting my body as it is. Maybe many of you have, you know, body image issues. And, you know, I think a lot of this is coming from early childhood. I'm sorry, but these cards over here, they're really pointing to something having happened in the past that has shaped the way you feel like you're in a pretty defensive state. But I think you're finally getting to a point where you're becoming ready. You're becoming ready to have a healthy relationship. The Two of Cups especially speaks of a mutually supportive, healthy relationship between two people who are emotionally mature and equally invested. You know, so it's really cool. I mean, really cool. I mean, this is awesome. All right, let me get some astrological cards as well. So, pile number, Spirit, tell me about pile number 3. What is the month of June 2025 going to bring for them? God, I've taken out so many cards. I'm gonna have to do a lot of sorting out. We have Square, Challenge and Disharmony. We have, oh wow, we have Venus, Love and Beauty. Love and Beauty, it's the full package. And we have Leo, the extrovert, and we have Mars, Drive and Power. Here's the body. I was so sure that Mars was going to come out when I saw the body message. And we have Taurus, the sensual. So I feel like this month, again, with Mars and Venus, definitely love and the body. Self-love. This is the month of self-love, of pampering yourself, of taking care of your appearance, of getting ready for a healthy relationship, I think, to a large extent. And the way to get ready for a healthy relationship, of course, even though it's cheesy and cliche and people don't want to hear about it, is you gotta first be at peace with yourself, right? Give up the self-hatred and definitely lower the defenses. And the way you do that is by building your confidence, right? And your faith in your ability to handle anything that life throws at you. And yeah, we have, it's interesting also because we have square, challenge, and disharmony. And we have Venus, Leo, Mars. So Venus and Taurus, actually, Taurus and Leo are a square. So what I'm seeing here is Leo is passionate, Leo is romantic. I was talking about Romeo a little bit. Leo is not exactly Page of Cups energy, but I would say it's more like Knight of Wands energy or King of Wands. But Leo also corresponds to the 5th house, which in astrology is about romance. It's the early stages of courtship and romance, right? So I feel like here is the square and the inner challenge and disharmony, like this card suggests, between your passionate side, your heart's desires, and on the other hand, your pragmatic side, right? This is how I see it. So, yeah, and the Mars also shows that you're going to have an increase of confidence, an increase of physical strength even, and definitely a stronger focus on the body, right? So, and definitely Spirit is hinting here that you are probably someone who's too critical about your body, about your appearance, and that the way to change and the way to, let's say, even if you're gonna, I don't know, maybe you're not happy with some parts about your appearance, the way to approach that is from an attitude of self-love, of like, first of all, appreciating what you have and seeing how you can make the most of what you have naturally, right? So this is what I'm seeing here. But then Venus, of course, also speaks of money, and it also speaks of opportunities for pleasure and hedonism and having fun. And it also speaks of love, purely romantic love. Okay, let me get the Astro dice. Okay, Spirit, tell me about pile number 3. What is going to happen for them in the month of June 2025? Oh my god, we have the 12, number 12, which can be about secrecy, faraway lands. We have Mercury, which is youthful energy. We have Capricorn. So I think Spirit is telling you also with the number 12, number 12 is also kind of an ending. I mean, it's pretty much the World card sort of energy. It could be an ending, or again, it could be for some of you, it could be a confirmation of what I said, that you might be getting some kind of tangency, some kind of dealings with a foreign culture. 12th house is also about the subconscious though. So this is a month to work on your sleep patterns. This is a month to heal the subconscious, like going to therapy. That would be a good idea. Mercury is about communication. It's about business. It's about managing finances. So it goes hand in hand with that 4 of Pentacles that came out at some point. Capricorn is also a sign of slow and steady wins the race, right? It's about being stable. It's about keeping your eyes on the prize, but also being patient and strategic and not losing your cool, right, when it comes to going after what you want. And yeah, some of these messages are about career. Some of them are about romance and relationships and or life in general. So it's, you have a pretty complex reading, I have to say. Yeah, it covers like multiple areas of your life. But I'm definitely seeing that, with the 4 of Pentacles, what it makes me think of is that you are maybe downgrading a little bit. Like you're maybe downgrading your lifestyle this month. Going through what is actually useful to you. What have you actually used? Like maybe selling some things, getting rid of old clothes. This is what I'm getting. Like it's like you're heading towards a more minimalist view, maybe materially, right? To not focus as much of your energy on things that don't matter to you, right? Yeah, this is what I'm seeing. And also with Taurus and Venus, you know, this is Spirit telling you to enjoy yourself, to take some time and smell the roses. You know, Venus is all about the five senses, so taking time to watch something beautiful in nature, maybe spend time in nature as well. Taurus can also be connected to earth, especially agriculture, gardening, working on things made from the earth like pottery and stuff. Anything that uses the five senses is very Taurus and Venus, right? So it's all about hedonism, it's about pleasure. So Spirit is telling you you're going to really develop that Taurus side, right? And develop it in a healthier way, maybe. Like, maybe you have been overly focused on making money, but you don't remember the last time you enjoyed a nice meal, for instance, right? So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, maybe you're heading towards a healthier expression of the Taurian side of you, right? It would be interesting to know if any of you actually have placements in Leo or Taurus. Personally, I use the sidereal zodiac, but whatever floats your boat, basically. Okay, so this has been pretty much what I can see from your reading for June 2025, and I hope you have enjoyed this as usual. Of course, if you have, don't forget to like, subscribe to the video, to the channel, not the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, if you want to support my channel further through any method possible, sharing this video with other people, leaving a tip, becoming a member for a small monthly fee, all of those ways are extremely appreciated. Leaving a comment, of course. Aside from that, if you're interested in getting a private tarot reading from me, I will leave my email address in the video description. You can email me for details about what a reading entails and how to get one and a pricing list. And I've also left a link to reviews that I have gotten for private readings before. If you're curious to see them again, might make you decide to might make you decide if you want to get a reading from me. Aside from that, I also have a astrology channel here on YouTube that I've actually started much earlier than this channel, and I will be linking that channel in my video description as well. I focus mainly on Vedic astrology, but also with some tropical insights. And I have more than 20 years of experience reading horoscopes, more than 10 in Vedic astrology, which is my preferred method right now. But I also use all kinds of insights from other astrological systems, including Chinese systems like Batsa and Ziwei Doshu, and numerology as well, and Mayan astrology. So yeah, if you're curious, go ahead and check it out. Maybe subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you at my next tarot reading. Bye!